Rick, so we discussed madVR and all the technology behind it. So what role is like machine learning and AI playing in video processing, and what can we expect to see on the road? And also for the people who don't know, can just explain machine learning. I know it's an easy task. Explain machine learning in 2 seconds.
Yeah. So just to keep it really simple, machine learning is a basis. It's really come of age in the last kind of decade or so, and it's rapidly expanding more. And you're seeing more and more machine learning things happening. It's a way where you kind of create models where the computer can learn to think on its own and make decisions. And so there is something called AI training. Where you're feeding it, like in a case of imaging or recognizing, let's say you're going to try to recognize animals, make a computer be able to look at it. So you may be feeding it all sorts of photos and images of all different things and teaching what it is. And then all of a sudden it kind of develops this network, like a neural network, where it can figure out things on its own. And so we apply AI to our product. We're the only dedicated video processor that has AI-based upscaling, downscaling, managing. There's a lot of algorithms in development to your other point. And what this allows you to do is really create next generation algorithms like upscaling. Like when people look at our upscaling, they're like, oh my God, that looks like native 4K. Like how is that possible? Just as like a side note, we have an AI-based algorithm that is able to take, in some cases, the studios create like a 1080p content from a 4K master. And so they actually will downscale their 4K to create like a 1080p Blu-ray. And so if someone's playing that content, we have an AI-based algorithm that can actually reverse that and almost make it identical back to the 4K. So those are the types of algorithms and stuff. As far as the future, you're going to see more and more things coming down the road, like dynamic tone mapping that's AI-based. We have plans for what we call grain agnostic sharpening, upscaling, detail enhancement. So just imagine in real time, we all know what film grain is, right? You kind of see it and it's not like crystal clear. It's like designed to look like film. So there's what they call grain, like a little bit of noise intentionally in these images, or it comes from the actual, the film itself. So we're actually able to remove the film grain completely and then do our upscaling, detail enhancement, sharpening, those types of things on the original content without affecting the grain, and then take that grain and layer it right back on top so that it looks natural and it still looks like film, but without doing that, then you're just sharpening and adding detail to grain, and that doesn't look good. So these are the types of algorithm and things that are becoming more and more possible as the GPU power and as the technology and modern day hardware that's used in the madVR Envy allows us to really tap into these AI-based capabilities to take the video processing and algorithms to a whole new generation level.